when Miura's just...
Hard right hand by Vargas. Miura's in big trouble. Look for a moment as though his knee went. Miura beginning to focus on the body. And that may be injury.
Here's Vargas' opportunity.
Shot from that round. Miura 29 out of 52.
There he is.
Tremendous opportunity for Vargas.
He won't make like this round.
Possible round of the year brewing here. And Tony Weeks is going to stop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Mandalay Bay of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with...
Pada video ini, kita akan lihat salah satu pertarungan tinju terbaik yang terjadi pada tanggal 21 November 2015 antara Fransisco Vargas, petinju tak terkalahkan asal Meksiko, melawan Takashi Miura, juara tinju kelas bulu super WBC dari Jepang.
For the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World.
Ini adalah pertarungan kelima bagi Takashi Miura untuk mempertahankan sabuk juara WBC-nya. Dengan rekor sebelumnya, 29 kali menang, 2 kalah dan 2 seri, 22 kali menang KO dan TKO. Sedangkan penantangnya, Fransisco Vargas, memiliki rekor 22 kali menang, belum terkalahkan, 1 kali seri dengan 16 kali menang KO dan TKO. Di sini kita akan lihat bagaimana perjuangan berat Fransisco Vargas untuk merebut sabuk juara kelas bulu super WBC dari tangan Takashi Miura. Tampil agresif sejak ronde pertama dan hampir menjatuhkan lawannya. Vargas justru mendapatkan serangan balasan dari petinju Jepang ini yang membuatnya jatuh di atas ring. Namun dengan semangat bertarung dan pantang menyerah, Vargas bisa bangkit dan melanjutkan pertarungan. Dia bisa membuktikan bahwa jatuh bukanlah sebuah kekalahan. Dengan perjuangan yang luar biasa, akhirnya Vargas berhasil menang TKO, sekaligus merebut sabuk juara kelas bulu super WBC dari tangan Takashi Miura. ESPN menyebut pertarungan ini sebagai yang paling dramatis sejak pertarungan Diego Corrales versus Jose Luis Castillo yang terjadi pada tahun 2005. Bagi yang belum melihat pertarungan Diego Corrales versus Jose Luis Castillo, ada baiknya Anda menontonnya setelah ini. Silahkan cek link yang ada di deskripsi. Selamat datang kembali di channel Om Sport. Silahkan klik tombol like dan subscribe untuk mendapatkan video menarik seputar olahraga pertarungan, khususnya dunia tinju. Sekarang mari kita lihat pertandingan tinju antara Fransisco Vargas melawan Takashi Miura. Sebuah pertandingan tinju undercard sebelum pertarungan Canelo Alvarez versus Miguel Cotto yang terjadi pada tanggal 21 November 2015 dan bertempat di Las Vegas, Nevada. Jual beli pukulan, knockdowns, dan comeback yang dramatis akan kita lihat lagi di video kali ini. Selamat menonton.
Fransisco Vargas, you heard Michael Buffer use the nickname El Bandito.
When Miura's just...
Hard right hand by Vargas. Miura's in big trouble.
And you can see Vargas, though punches really haven't been landed, not many yet.
As though his knee went down, Tony Weeks was watching and it was not ruled a knockdown.
It was a good shot. He was almost out of there.
Almost a first round KO for Vargas.
So he's seen a lot more.
That's one way to tame a pile driver type fighter, Jim, is you hurt him coming in.
And he just hurt him with a body shot too, Max.
Man, Miura's easy to hit with that right hand.
Yeah, he's killing with that right uppercut. When Miura has landed some of his own too, Vargas has a cut under that right eye.
Indeed he does.
Once again, watch it. Beautiful overhand right. Stepped outside the jab. And you can't ask for a cleaner punch than that.
That's got to be just strong legs, Roy, that kept him up.
Amazing, amazing, because, I mean, that knee was almost all the way down, but he managed to keep himself from going to the canvas. Copy box numbers in round one, Miura 7 out of 27, and a couple of them were very hard left hand. But as Roy pointed out, there is a little horizontal cut under the right eye of Vargas. Miura appearing in the United States after having held the title for a few years.
It's just a matter of time, it seems, before Bandito catches him, but
But Miura's gotten his feet back on the ground in the second round.
Yes, he has.
And he's back in the fight.
Jim, here we see the experience come in. That same overhand right that almost dropped him in the first round. Boom, right down the pipe again in the second round.
Vargas 35 of 88. He's had big numbers in both rounds. Vargas with an advantage in power shots, 26-16. But the first round was a wipeout. The second round was considerably closer.
He won't throw it from a distance. He has to get right up on you before he throws them.
Because it must be frustrating to have a guy still throwing power punches after the kind of punishment that Vargas has doled out.
Yeah, but now I see what the problem is with Miura. He has to get too close before he throws his power shots.
And Miura keeps pressing forward, hoping to land a big shot. Vargas defending the body well, because Miura's trying to rip those body shots.
Yeah, he is.
Vargas is catching them. There's a
shots.
couple good ones, but was catching some on the elbows earlier.
So Vargas seems to be recognizing now that he's not just going to blow Miura out of there, with him staying right there in the fight. And now Vargas has to respect the fact that Miura is a hard puncher who can take shots. Although everyone will tell you the best fight that can be made in the sport at this moment is the one you're going to see tonight between Miguel Cotto and Canelo Alvarez.
But in rounds 2 and 3, Miura is really battling back. He's got a world-class heart. He's got a world-class punches, which have messed up Vargas' face real bad. On the other hand,
Miura has a heck of a head on him, son. I mean, he can take a punch.
Miura beginning to focus on the body, and that may be a very intelligent choice. And down goes Vargas on a perfect straight left hand, set up by the body shots, and the blood is flowing freely now from under Vargas' right eye. What a comeback in the fight by Miura.
Yes, it will, but you better be careful because Vargas is still deadly dangerous.
What you saw so far in this fight is a contender drop a champion early and a champion show you why he's a champion. If the contender wants to be a champion, he's going to have to raise again.
Boy, Takashi Miura is earning some fans here tonight with this Tyson Kashi Miura.
Yes.
Clearly the winner of that round, so now the fight begins to even up a little bit on the scorecards as Miura coming back with a 10-8 round, as you saw on the unofficial scorecard of Harold Letterman.
So then he tries to stand his ground, but now he's fighting Miura's fight.
Has to be discouraging for Fransisco Vargas.
Fransisco Vargas told those guys, right?
Yes.
So Miura didn't go down in the first round, but it was worse than a lot of knockdowns you see.
Yeah,
He looked like he was about to be stopped.
Great point.
But he's fighting Miura's style of fight. You know, it's almost as though he's resigned to the idea that if he's going to win, he's going to have to
good body
beat
shot,
Miura.
Vargas. Oh.
Thudding right hook by Miura.
Yeah, Miura's power is not that snappy power. It's that heavy-handed power. Joe Koizumi called him a Rocky Marciano stylist. I see what he means.
Round 6 of the scheduled 12.
Oh, look at Vargas come out. That eye seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
He may have relatively crude craft.
He's definitely a power puncher, Jim. Definitely a power puncher.
Stared him down in the corner.
Oh, good body shot by Vargas.
After Vargas had just really given him a beating.
Whose body shots will sometimes reverberate all around the arena. You hear the thwop sound.
Good right hand lead.
Straight right hand for Vargas.
Better
Straight left hand for Miura. Another left hand for Miura. Vargas lands the right again. Good fight.
In terms of the action and the hard punches thrown, how much better does it get?
It doesn't get much better than this, I promise you.
Both.
This late in the fight, those type of body shots become very detrimental to the rest of the fight.
Very good with that right hook. You saw him land it to the left side of Vargas's body, and of course.
No, I don't think it's affected yet, but it will be soon if he don't hurry up and do something here to make up for it. So he wanted. Oh, good left hand.
From above the eye, dripping in or anything like that, but it is just an ugly mess. Black and blue, swollen, and cut open.
Do you think his vision's affected, Roy? Boxing is hardly an option because Miura is just going to roll right through that. of a slightly harder punching Mickey Ward. He has the same kind of grit, determination, and the focus on the body. And you heard the discouragement in Vargas's corner between rounds the last time of turning the momentum of the early rounds around by digging in and firing to the body. So now, doctor evaluations will become a factor. Miura, 132 out of 380. And Fransisco Vargas, 203 out of 560. Vargas throwing more, landing more, and very gradually seeming to lose the fight to the power punching advantage of Takashi Miura.
Vargas is the more skillful fighter.
By far.
And yet, there's a reason Miura has been able to get to a higher professional level so far than Vargas. Here's Vargas's opportunity to rise to that level, but it ain't easy.
The volume advantage he had early in the fight, throwing more than Miura. Miura may figure at this point he can afford to lose a round or two.
Then it's going to be harder and harder for him to avoid those left hands from Miura if he can't see out of the right eye.
He's landing some big shots still, though, Mex.
To do something else and kind of avoid what looks to be his fate, that takes something special.
Good left hand by Vargas, another good left hand by Vargas. Now he lands a right hand, staggering him again with a big left hand, knocking him back into the ropes, gets him in the corner, trying to line him up with that left. Punishing him as the round comes to a close. That late flurry made it a hard round to score. And we'll see whether Miura continued his run or whether Vargas is getting back into the fight. Miura has made clear he will eat any punch Vargas throws in return for the chance to land his straight left hand. Power shots in that round. Miura 29 out of 52 to 20.
Oh, there he is.
Whoa! Down goes Miura. Now Miura struggling for his own balance. He's up.
Fighting, that's the only thing he knows.
He won't make it out of this round.
Tremendous opportunity for Vargas.
He won't make it out of this round.
He's still on his feet, and he's starting to get his bearings.
Them uppercuts are killing him.
Miura is leaning on Vargas, using Vargas's legs to keep him up.
Exactly.
Possible round of the year brewing here. And Tony Weeks is going to stop it, and Vargas has an upset win.
I know the stakes weren't as high in some fights you might see. You didn't know the stories going in. But that is as dramatic a fight as you can see. What a performance. What a special event both these guys created.
Amazing.
Day of Las Vegas. We have just witnessed one of the all-time great comebacks in the ring. The winner by TKO victory. And new WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Fransisco El Bandito Vargas.
Sekian dulu video kali ini. Terima kasih sudah menonton dan jangan lupa subscribe channel ini. Selamat beraktivitas dan sampai jumpa di video lainnya.